Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. So, I think today's message will be somewhat brief, um, but kind of a big little message. It has to do with the fact that we have the ability to, independently of this chaos and sort of scary looking environment that we're in here sometimes right now, and so overwhelming and confusing with all the information and the predictions and the on the ground very real possibilities of problems and difficulties with the economy and inflation and conflict with other countries, all kinds of things going on, that we have independently the ability to go directly into the state of ascension ourselves, each of us. And what came blasting through is right now, it's this big in my inner vision: pleasure. Don't forget, amidst all of this stuff, to give yourself enjoyment and pleasure. And I'm going to go through a few sort of specific points and actually share a few live energies with you that you can choose to accept or not, but you can still take the ideas at any rate and do with them what you will. Before I go on, please remember to like, subscribe, and share the video. It helps the channel and the video be more visible to others. And also, I've scheduled a special event, and I want to tell you all about that at the end of this video. So stay till the end. So again, there's just so much going on right now that's just can be scary and at best confusing and overwhelming. And then so many videos, mine included, about what's going on and maybe how to handle it and those things. And that's all great. But the thing is, we can get so wrapped up in that there's the ascension going on and putting our attention on the ascension and holding or trying to hold the higher frequency and the love and staying focused there, which we need to do. We are anchors for the ascended state. We are anchors for the higher frequency. But guess what? What is the higher frequency? It's a state of joy. It's a state of enjoyment. And so what I was strongly reminded of today, this morning, and emerged to share is just focus on your pleasure and in your enjoyment of your life. If you need to, turn all that stuff off. I know you've heard that a million times, but give your attention with attention and intention to what is truly, authentically enjoyable to you. So here's where the sort of piecing it apart a little bit comes in. There is going to be activities, be they tiny, tiny little silly seeming activities or lack of activity, sitting and just enjoying watching the trees in the breeze. Or it could be sharing some of your ideas with like-minded people, or it could be volunteering for something that helps out your community. It could be make art or crafts or something. Whatever makes you just be in a place of enjoyment without any judgment about, am I doing it right? How does it look that I'm doing this? Is it okay that I'm doing this? Zero judgments, just you doing whatever feels authentically enjoyable to you is the state of the soul's true being. That's the true God consciousness. It's just free, joyful creativity without judgment, without fear, without negativity. It's just joy, enjoyment. The God consciousness enjoys its creation. There's joy in our very conscious existence. And the more we can become aware of what is authentically enjoyable to us, the more we have the ability to just actually direct energies to those things that give us authentic enjoyment. And that's where I'm going with this. When I say true, authentic enjoyment, I mean, this is the time for speaking your truth to yourself. And this is an energy also that you are welcome to absorb and infuse if you care to. Speaking your truth to yourself, honoring your truth to yourself, really listening to how you feel, how certain activities make you feel, and listening to that like it matters, because it does. And listening to then what authentically feels good. It's speaking your truth to yourself of what does feel really good and enjoyable to you, not what should feel good and enjoyable to you, not what you expected to feel good and enjoyable to you, just what really does feel good and enjoyable to you. Again, it can be the tiniest, most insignificant thing, activity, or lack of activity, and all the way up to whatever, doing YouTubes, writing books, having a TV program, whatever it is, and everything in between. Doing you, being you in your authentic enjoyment. So the next idea and energy, should you choose to accept it with that, is clarity, awareness, the ability to sort of sift through the fog of the shoulds and the judgments and the fear and the beliefs about what's even important or what's possible. None of that stuff matters. Just sifting down to what is truly enjoyable, the clarity. Just like, whoa, all of a sudden someone put it right in front of you. You put it right in front of you. That you go, whoa, oh, that's what's important to me. That's what feels really enjoyable. Or within this thing that I'm doing, that's the aspect of it that I really was seeking the enjoyment in all along. I recently had an epiphany like that. Yes, I enjoy doing the YouTubes. Yes, I do. I enjoy teaching and talking, and then I even enjoy the editing, believe it or not. And it's my passion. I enjoy sharing this with other people like you, for whom it's your passion. So there was this clarification of what I'm enjoying about this. So that was part of the meditation for me this morning. So that clarity of what your true, authentic enjoyment and joy really is. So there you go. I just felt you guys shift that. There's an intention for that. It's like, oh, right, I can actually get more clear on what is my authentic joy. I can focus on what feels enjoyable and joyful to my heart, because it's a heart joy. It's a heart enjoyment. That's what it is. What really makes your heart smile, no matter what it is. You can ask the higher dimensional beings in your higher self, and higher dimensional beings, the Arcturian Council, the Pleiadians, the Andromedans, the Syrians, Yeshua, Kuan Yin, whoever you feel that you resonate with, Paramhansa Yogananda, whoever you can go to for guidance and help in clarifying. And I'm seeing guidance here, you guys, in clarifying what your joy is, because the more you sift away what were the shoulds and the beliefs and the ideas and the expectations, the more you go into resonance with your pure, true, authentic heart's joy. That is your soul's essence. That is your soul's being. That is the ascended state. And in being there, you automatically raise everything that you observe around you, meaning your world, your galaxy, everyone else. When you're there, you automatically pull everything in your world up with you. So, speaking clearly to yourself, honoring your truth to yourself about what really does feel true, authentic, joyful, enjoyable, asking for the clarity, asking for help with the clarity of zooming in on that. And then there's the ability to consciously direct energy to those activities or those situations that you know are your heart's true, authentic joy. We literally, as you know, you've heard this 100 times from 100 different sources, with our thoughts, our expectations, our attitudes, our true intentions and desires, our fears, we direct energy and materialize those things in our experience for ourselves. My teacher, Seth, it was kind of neat in the way I go back to this, because I'm loving it. The more I learn, the more I go back to this simple graphic in a way. He called it Framework 1 and Framework 2. Framework 1 being the surface level ego level that, negotiates. I need to write check and pay my rent, and I need to go to the store, and groceries have gone up, and I need to be careful crossing the street because there's cars. Framework 1, that surface level physical existence that we have focused on. It's changing so much. We're all going into whole consciousness now, but focused on so much. Framework 2 is all the consciousness, the universal God consciousness that we are, each of us, an expression of, that everything is possible. Everything exists for real in that realm and is available to us. And so, as Seth put it, we can have stipulations and what somebody called ifs, ands, and buts about having what we want. Maybe we really don't want what we think we want. Maybe we're scared to have what we think we want. Maybe we think we don't deserve it. Maybe we think it's not possible. There's just all kinds of ifs, ands, and buts about actually giving ourselves what is truly enjoyable. But once we clear those away with that self-honesty and clarity, and I'm being reminded, permission to do so. Why? Because when you're in your true heart's joy, you're in the ascended higher dimension. You've raised your vibration. You go fifth dimension. That's why. So once you let the clarity and you've had help, whatever you need to clear away the fuzz and the cobwebs and just get down to true, authentic soul, heart's joy and enjoyment. You as a conscious creator, knowing you can, and you're updating as I speak, I'm seeing it, you can then say, yeah, these are my heart's true, authentic joy and enjoyments. And in all good consciousness, with no ifs, ands, and buts, ask, direct, invoke, whatever words you like, direct the Creator's energy. The Creator's energy, you are an expression of the Creator, so am I. Direct the Creator's energy to the fulfillment of that state or situation or condition or activity. So I'll just finish with, because this word keeps coming up as well, right as I'm sitting here, pleasure. And again, we're speaking about heart's true, authentic pleasure. What is your joy? What is your pleasure? Focus on that. Don't focus on the scary, confusing, overwhelming stuff that's going on around us right now. And you will be in the ascended state. And that's what you're here to do. So it becomes very simple, doesn't it? What I wanted to share is that I've scheduled a special live intensive group healing and timeline shift for Saturday, the 15th, that's next Saturday, at 2 p.m. Eastern. I'll do it via Zoom. These only last 20 or 25 minutes. They're very inexpensive, and they are a group transformational session working with the morphic field, the collective consciousness of the group. And so I'll leave a link below in the description to my Patreon page where you can read the description of that and then register for it if you like. And also, I'll remind you that while you're on the Patreon page, those spirit talks that I recorded weekly during January, they are available at no charge. And there are a couple of them that are about parallel universes. The one we did last week was more about following and identifying your soul's true, authentic joy and purpose. So feel free to check out the Spirit Talks, and there are 4 of them posted that are absolutely free. And the Spirit Talk that I've scheduled coming up for Sunday, February 16th at 4 p.m. Eastern, via Zoom as always, is going to be all about a question a client asked me in a session, and it just really stuck. Since I create my own reality, do other people even exist? So this Spirit Talk is going to be about boundary, independence, your multidimensional consciousness, and do other people really exist? So feel free to check it out. I thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon.